Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make this cool looking YouTube channel art for your gaming channel. Everything that I will be using in here, I will leave a link in the description to where you can get it. So let's start by making a new document. Go to File, New, and create a document 2560 by 1440 at 72 dpi and RGB color. And these are the dimensions that that YouTube suggests with their template. I will show you the template in a minute. So let's grab the template from YouTube. Go to File, Place Embedded. See, it fits pretty nicely. The first thing we're going to do is drag down some guides. But if you don't see the rulers here, you can go to View, Rulers. I start dragging down some guides. Drag them from the side also. And these guides are going to help you to make sure that your graphics are in the right area when the template is not being shown. Because once you start adding layers, then you can't really see the template. So now if we go to layers over here, we can turn off the template back and forth. So what I want to do first is create a black area on the top and the bottom. And drag across. You can double click the layer and fill with black. And to copy this layer, we can hold Alt, hold on the Alt key and start dragging down the layer. Alt and Shift. Drag it down. It goes right in place. So what I want to do is group these together in a smart object. Just select them, Shift and select, Shift, select, and convert to smart object. So now they're one object. You can turn it off and on as you like. So the first thing I'm going to do is bring in my logo. Actually, before we bring in our logo, let me create a center point. So you can drag the line over, you'll feel it stick at the center point. So it sticks there. Okay. So everything I'm going to create underneath this black layer. So go File, Place again. I'm going to look for a logo. I already have a logo downloaded from Becteezy. I'll leave the link for you. This is the original logo. I had to take out the background. So we can resize it and center it. So what I decided to do is to create my image areas in the same lines that are going down on the side of the logo, just to keep some repetition going on. So I'm going to select a rectangle tool. Let's create a rectangle. And we can color that also. Let's color it maybe gray, darker gray. And then edit, transform path. and skew. And now that you press skew, those little dots will come up to indicate that you can move the lines. So hold shift and drag. About there is good. Click yes to accept. And the shape is created. So for this layer, I'm going to call this layer the line layer, because that's going to create our line. Like here, that yellow line. So let's go ahead and color that layer. So what you want to do is right click, blending options, go to gradient to overlay. You can pick a color, pick the yellow from the logo, so we keep some consistency in the colors. Click OK when you're finished. Okay, so we can duplicate this layer by dragging it down onto the plus sign right here, right beside the bin. And a new layer is created. So let's delete the effects of this. And just drag this over to the left, hold down shift and drag. So we've created our image mask and the line mask. So now we can group that. So you can group these by shift clicking and then click the folder to group them. So now that we have them grouped, we can actually duplicate that layer, call this photo 1. Now that we have them grouped, we can actually duplicate the folder and make multiple layers from that. So let's drag that again down to the plus sign, and another layer is created. Let's drag it over, shift and drag. And let's go in so we know which one this is. Go in and change the color. You can go ahead again and duplicate. And shift and drag. I'm gonna go ahead and pull these over a little bit more. So I have a nice 3 layers there. Okay, so now that we have the left hand side done, we can go ahead and shift click all these. Drag them down and see all of them are duplicated. So now we can go to edit, transform, flip horizontal. Just drag them over to the right, shift and drag. So everything is symmetrical. So let's make a layer right below all of these photos for behind the logo. Let's make a black layer. Take the rectangle tool and just draw a rectangle right behind. That's going to be the base for our logo. I'm gonna show you what I'm going to do with that later. Right now, we're just creating a canvas for everything that we're going to do. For all the photos we're going to add in. Photo 1, photo 2. We can also go into the folder and name the top layer mask. And this is the more technical part of creating a file. It's more preparing what you're going to do. And this you can do by trial and error. But since I know exactly what I want, I know exactly what to put down on the canvas. Okay, so the hardest part is actually done. Let's start adding in some photos. I already found my photos and I have them in a folder called images. Let's drag this up. As you guys know, I love the division, so this is a photo from division 2. So this is a mask that we're going to use. So to get the photo inside of the mask, we're going to press Alt and move our mouse right between the photo, and you will see a little symbol comes up. What you want to do is press right there, and bam, the photo's in there. And now we can go ahead and decrease the opacity. Still about 30, 32, 29. That looks good. We're going to do the same thing for the black area behind the logo. Press Alt again and select right between both photos. We can do the same amount of opacity, about 29. Could make it a little less, a little darker. That looks nice. That's 19. Let's make this now 19 also. Okay. We're getting somewhere here. So, okay, let's go to photo 1. That's this layer. We already have our mask. So let's bring in our photo. We're going to use this photo. It's another division 2 photo. And we can Alt again and click in between. You can see the photos there. So the photo is in the box, but I mean, you can move it around. But suppose you want to resize it, you can go to Edit, Transform, Scale. You can see the guide marks show up. So now you can drag and resize it. You can now even move it. And I want this guy right here. Resize down a little more. All right. I like him right there. Looking cool. Let's close that and go to image 2. I already got our mask. Let's do the same for all of them. So for this image, the Ratchet and Clank guy his head is turned to the left. So what I want with this is for all the heads to be turning right. Edit, transform, flip horizontal. We can see he's looking to the right now. Just put in a little bit more repetition in the images. Okay, so let's go to the right photos. So now that we're finished placing all our images, let's work on some text beneath the logo for the Mafia Gaming. So we can select our type tool and just click. Let's make a new layer above all the photos and just click. Just type in Mafia Gaming. You can size that up a bit by selecting it and go up here and just increase the size. In fact, I'm going to move the logo up above the text, so at least all of them are together. So let's center the type. And again, when you drag it over, Photoshop will kind of indicate the center by the guides. If you want both items to be centered together, aligned, you can go up to the top and press this symbol right here. And you can see the logo move over. So now you can center both of them together. So now let's find a more suitable font. The font that I use in the template is called One Slice. So let's look for One Slice. I just brought up the text box by pressing the text tool here. So now we can play a little bit with the kerning, and because I think the text are too close together. So let's, just a little bit. And let's add some style to it. Right click, blending options. And here we can, have some fun with bevels and inner shadows and outer shadows and stuff like that. So this part you kind of have to experiment. I kind of like that too, but let's actually put a gradient on it. The yellow looks nice too. I should have used that. I think I'm gonna use the yellow. I didn't use that in my version, but I kind of like it. More like gold in there. Go back to the beveling. A little drop shot on there for some depth. Okay, so let's view without the guides. Then click off guides, go view. Show guides. And that's it. And one thing about images, when you choose your images, make sure that when you view them at 100%, that they're not blurry. If they're blurry, that means the images were too small, so they will look pixelated. And remember also that when you upload your channel art to YouTube, YouTube will also crunch it down a bit, so it's best to put the best quality images in your channel art. So when you're finished, just save. That's the original. That's the one we just made. To export your channel art, just go to File, Save As, PNG, and just save it somewhere that you can find it. To upload it to your YouTube channel, just click the picture icon here. Look for the file. Look for the file where you saved it. Version 2 here. And bam. And then press select. And now you have your new, beautiful channel art. So for those of you who do not want to build this channel art from scratch in Photoshop, I have a template available that you can purchase. Let's look at some of the features in the template. It won't have any of the images or logos, so you have to place in your own logos and images. I will show you how easy the images are to place in the template. So let's look at our layers. The layers are color coded. We've got photo 1, that's the back, photo 2, and so on. We've got effects. We got color options, and I'll show you how the color options work as soon as I put in some images. We got the logo placement, and we got the bars up top. So let's put the image in the bar. So when you try to put an image in the template, it's much easier than doing it from scratch. All you gotta do is click the layer that says place image here and look for your image. Bam. Image is in. You can do your opacity. And that's how quick it is to place your images in the template. Very easy and no struggles. So for the color options in the template, you will see a folder, a blue folder called Color Options. And that will give you a chance to experiment with different color options. So you can turn them on and turn them off. You can turn on 2 or 3 of them at the same time to see if you can get something different. So that's available in the template. So I hope you guys like this little tutorial, and if you want more of this, just let me know in the comments area if you like it, and I'll put more up so you guys can enjoy it. So until next time, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one.